My wife cheated, and her affair partner paid a heavy price, especially when he was at his weakest. The night smelled like rain and cold concrete. I stood in my car outside the hospital, hands resting on the steering wheel, listening to my own breathing. The building glowed white, too clean, too quiet, as if it had already washed its hands of guilt. My wife had cheated. I learned it in pieces. A phone vibrating on the kitchen counter, a name I did not recognize, messages that burned my eyes as I read them, promises, plans, laughter typed in careless words. She cried when I confronted her. Her tears felt rehearsed. Her hands shook, but her story did not. The other man had a name, Daniel, a coworker, married once, recently divorced, confident, careless, and now hospitalized. I stepped out of the car. The cold air bit into my face. Every footstep echoed too loudly as I entered. The smell of disinfectant filled my lungs. It reminded me of endings. The elevator ride felt endless. The numbers climbed slowly, as if the building wanted me to reconsider. I did not. His floor was quiet. Machines hummed behind closed doors. Shoes squeaked somewhere far away. I stopped outside his room. The door was slightly open. I heard him breathing, slow, ragged, weak. I watched from the doorway. Tubes ran from his arms. Monitors blinked green and blue. His face looked smaller than I imagined. The confidence was gone. The strength was gone. He looked breakable. That shocked me. I stepped inside. The door closed softly behind me. The sound felt final. His eyes opened. Confusion crossed his face. Then recognition. Fear followed quickly after. He tried to speak. His throat failed him. I pulled a chair closer. The scrape against the floor sounded violent in the silence. I sat. I leaned forward. I spoke his name slowly. Daniel. His hands trembled. I told him I knew everything. I described the messages, the lies, the nights he borrowed from my marriage. His eyes filled with panic. He tried to explain. His words fell apart. I told him I did not touch him. I did not need to. I told him I already spoke to his employer. I described the policies they cared about. I described how evidence changes things. I watched the monitor spike. His breathing grew shallow. Sweat formed on his forehead. I leaned closer so only he could hear me. I told him my wife knew I was here. That was not true. The shock landed harder than any blow. His lips quivered. His fingers clawed at the sheets. I stood. I straightened my coat. I told him to rest. I told him recovery takes time. I walked to the door. Behind me, the machine screamed. Nurses rushed past me. Someone shouted his name. I did not look back. Outside, the rain finally fell. It soaked my clothes. It cooled my skin. I sat in my car again, hands shaking now, heart pounding in my ears. My phone vibrated. A message from my wife. She asked where I was. I stared at the hospital lights fading behind the rain. I typed nothing. I started the engine. The road ahead stretched dark and empty. And as I drove away, I realized this was only the first cost, not the last.